Morning, everyone. It's so good to be with you all and have your company with us this morning, having your company and your precious time. I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome you. At this moment, we're happy to have Dr. James Clark with us. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been in this industry?
I have been in the industry now for over 40 years. And when we say the industry, we're talking about wellness.
Health and wellness, yes, that's
wellness.
what I mean, yeah.
You know, so I am not a medical doctor, I'm
Right.
a naturopath. You know, I studied in the United States. I studied in Clayton's.
Oh, Clayton.
You know,
Oh.
and I was mentored by Dr. Robert Young, among other people.
Wow.
You know, Patrick
yeah.
Flanagan, and
Wow.
so forth. You know, so I've been blessed to really meet some really significant people outside there in the industry, and this is where I got my start and went on to become who I become. Life had made me this way. And you know, sometimes when I look back and look at my life, I realized, wait a minute, one day I was just looking back at my life and I said, my grandmother was a village medicine person.
Oh, so it was already built in.
At
in the
16
DNA.
years, yes. At 16 years, I was working at a pharmacy, and a pharmacy where you had to do everything from washing the bottle to dispensing medicine. We
Wow.
had to learn to dispense medicine. So by 17, I was dispensing and purchasing for the pharmacy.
Wow.
So like this was somehow
Your
my
course,
path.
your
Yeah.
course, yes.
So like I was designed for that. Then I got involved in a religious institution, and that is Seventh-day Adventist. And you know the story when it comes to health.
For that, yes,
You
yes.
understand? So the only blue zone in America is in that community in Loma Linda, where people naturally live over 100 years.
Wow,
You
wow,
know, and
wow,
again,
wow, wow.
So that is my pathway. Again, I've been doing this now for over 40 years. I've introduced a number of products to
Yes.
the Caribbean and other parts of the world. So this is nothing new.
Right.
But this is the most exciting launch that I have seen.
Right.
This
right,
is
right.
the most exciting because we have never had anything that had so much data, so much study, so much money dedicated to research, and so much impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I always know is you're always on the cutting edge of new generation products, and it
Yes.
seems like this is another one we're about to talk about.
This is another one. So it's always my pleasure.
Wonderful. Yes, and there's a particular one I've been hearing called Ignyt,
Yes, sir.
and I'd like to hear some more about it. Can you enlighten us some more?
Well, Ignyt is part of a big category. So let me just talk about the category before, you know. And the big thing in medicine and in wellness right now is peptides.
Peptides.
And in particular is what you call GLP-1 peptide.
Right.
That is making the round as far as medicine is concerned. It is so huge that 1 in 10 Americans are on the product.
1 in 10.
1 in 10. The drug was produced, and I'm talking about the drug before we get into Ignyt. Ignyt is in fact a natural alternative to what is happening outside there.
Right.
Yeah, so the drug was produced for diabetes.
So as you say
metabolic
drug
disease.
immediately, I'm thinking we're going into pharma. So what big pharma is producing here is around this arena.
Yes, exactly. And it is a repurposed drug, just like Viagra. You know, Viagra was created for cardiovascular problems.
Lab made.
Yes, and it was repurposed because somehow when the guys started to take this thing for the heart, they had some other beats taking place as well. You know, so it was repurposed.
Yes.
GLP-1 products were produced for diabetes in particular.
Right.
And then they realized, wait a minute, there's another side benefit that seems to be even bigger than the diabetes and more marketable, and that was in the area of weight loss.
Right, yes. That's
So what happened there is that the weight loss that they were experiencing from people using the GLP-1 products was so dynamic, it was so huge, it was so effective. They said it is the best weight loss product in the history of anything in weight loss. So again, that's a big market. So the drug was repurposed for that reason.
for that, right. So one led to another.
One led to another.
Wow. So tell us some more about this industry then, with regards to its reach, its span, you know? Because
Yes.
there's a good, the bad, and the ugly. Could you break that down for us?
Well, for sure. So you had a number of pharmaceutical companies got into the fray, to the point that last year, 2025, they actually did around 76 billion for that year alone.
76
billion in one drug, in the GLP-1. So you had a number of companies doing the same thing. So we have the most known is the Ozempic.
Right.
People know that where you
There's the injections, yes.
Right,
That's becoming popular in
and
Trinidad.
you have Manjaro.
Right.
You have Wegovy. That's another one. So we have a number of them outside there, and then you have the experimentals as well too. And then we have a lot of other peptide stuff. But when we were talking about that 70-something billion last year, we were talking about the GLP-1 in particular.
Wow.
So when you look at the entire class last year we did over 100 billion. 100 billion USD.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Yes.
In this one sector.
In that one sector. It is the biggest sector in medicine today.
Well, I know that in a lot of the entertainment business and a lot of the sporting arenas, I mean, we're talking musicians, all these big entertainers, there will be different ones, Serena Williams, and different ones who will be into taking different things. How have they been, what kind of things have they been using to help them? I mean, and how it relates to natural, unnatural, because I know most of them use very natural stuff.
Yes. So in the case of, let us take because these are two people who actually cause people to be very aware of the drug, and that's a Serena and Oprah.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I didn't know about Oprah until you had mentioned it earlier on as well. But
Yes.
she's one as well.
Yes. So she did an interview with Serena, and they spoke on it, and then things actually took off from there. But what is happening in the industry, in the pharmaceuticals, as you know, you are always side effects, because it's not a natural thing. It is chemical based, it is engineered. Your body don't recognize it as food.
Right.
And as a result, there are always side effects. And you're having a lot of side effects. But when you're talking about people like Oprah and Serena, they do things that would naturally buffer the side effects. Because one of the big side effects is that you lose weight, but a lot of that weight is muscle mass as well. You know? But when you have people like Oprah or Serena, they have their chefs.
Of course.
So the chefs are preparing good
They're
quality
eating good, yeah,
meals.
for sure.
They are eating well.
Yes.
Not only that, they have trainers.
Right.
So they are gymming, they are exercising, and stuff like that.
So the average Joe, of course. Right.
And a lot of the average Joe don't do that. So they're taking the drugs, they're getting results, they're not exercising, they're not eating, because one of the things that Ozempic will do and other drugs like that is that they are going to curb your appetite.
Right.
So the satiety factor is high, you feel full, you're not eating as much. And when you do eat, is what you eat.
Right.
So if you're not putting in the amount of proteins and so, you're losing weight, but you're losing a lot of muscle.
Oh my. Wow.
And one of the things too is that people were also having digestive disorder developing, because again, they're not doing fibers and so forth. They're also having bone loss issues. So you had a number of things affecting people who were taking the drug. But again, when you come back to people like Oprah and Serena, because they eat well, because they exercise, they do not have that
Yes,
type
of course.
effect. And we're saying that if people were doing that, the effect would be less. You'd be even went so far as blindness. Some people actually experience blindness.
Wow.
So, because of that, there was a definite need to have something that is all natural.
All natural, right.
Where you could have the same benefits, and at the same time, you find that you do not have the side effects. And one of the things with people who get into using things that are natural, their mind, their thinking actually start changing.
Right.
So once you get into health,
Right.
so there's a difference between health and medicine.
Right.
Once you get into health, you start thinking
Yes, yes,
differently.
yes, yes, yes.
You start making better
Better this-
choices.
yes, yes, yes,
You
yes, yes, yes,
understand?
yes.
And that is one of the big things. And you know, Origin have done something that is so different. They actually, this product that they are launching, well, they launch it in two forms, right? So they did a launch earlier last year, and now they're doing a second launch in another format.
Right. This is where the Ignyt
This
comes
is where
in.
the Ignyt
So we
comes.
just move, folks. We just move from some ugly and some bad. I love how he took my question, right? I told him, tell me about the good, the bad, the ugly. I love how he moved. Naturally, he moved.
Yeah.
He moved from the ugly to some of the bad, and now we're gonna go into the good stuff, you know, which helps me think about good stuff like this, because he talked about energy. So let's go. Good stuff always gives us good energy. Let's go with it.
Yes. So what this company did that was really amazing, and I applaud the president of the company. They actually, apart from what you're ingesting,
Right.
they have combined it with something that helps to strengthen your mind.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
they are doing some mind work where you are listening to certain frequencies to
Oh,
help
they
you
pretty
balance
deep.
off.
Wow. Wow.
They are actually teaching you breathing techniques. So you see how I'm sitting slouching? That is not the best way to
Right,
sit.
I
you
think
know.
that was
So
slouching.
you have to have
I'm
your,
sure.
your diaphragm.
Yeah.
You know, it,
So deep breathing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Right,
so
right,
they're
right.
teaching you to
So
breathe.
very holistic overall.
Yes.
Right.
They're teaching you that they're giving you a gratitude journal, which is a big thing.
Right, sounds like mindfulness.
Once people start to be grateful on a daily basis for the things around them,
Right.
you find that they are much more motivated. This stuff. So a lot of times you find that sometimes people who are having problems with obesity also have problems with depression.
Right.
So they attack this on a very
Holistic
way.
form. Right.
Right, so that was a big thing for me when I looked at it.
Right, I know you. Yeah, I know you would generally want to have that overall, and not just a plaster on a sock kind of a scenario.
Right. So now let us get into Ignyt.
Nice.
Ignyt the product.
The background. The backgrounds are
Ignite the product. That shoot
To
up.
the pharmaceuticals and the side effects that people are experiencing. It's not that we anti the pharmaceuticals.
Right.
But we're talking about as far as dealing with people and their health, and
Right.
dealing with the side effects and so forth. So what they realize, as I said earlier, this drug, the drug in the past, what they were using,
Yeah.
was repurposed. So it means that there are a lot of other benefits that you could get. But because it was pharmaceutical, because it was synthetic, the fallout from the drugs were a bit high
Right.
for some people. So here comes Ignyt to really give people some options, some choice. It's an all natural product. It's all natural. It is actually made from sushi grade salmon out of Norway. So it is Norwegian as far as origin, as far as the
So we
salmon.
take it from the Vikings.
We are taken from the Vikings, you know, and what our CEO was able to do is to get the full exclusivity on the product itself. So this is what makes it good. Now, let me talk about the original producers of the product in Norway.
Right.
They have spent the last 10 years doing research. $50 billion
Wow, that's impressive, yes.
allocated. And in natural products, nobody usually put $50 million.
Yeah.
in research.
They
So they
added
did
something else.
$50 million in research.
Wow.
As a result of that, you have a ton of papers. We were able to get 13 FDA approved claims that we could make.
Wow.
So usually in natural medicine you would say that this could be used for so and so, or it could be, you know, and
Right,
could
right,
be.
right.
We could definitely say this is for weight loss.
Right. Unequivocally.
Yes.
Wow.
So we could make FDA claims.
Wow.
You know,
Wow,
and
wow.
so the research was really good. We have exclusivity, We have a lot of papers. I mean, the research is overwhelming. It's 10 years of research.
Wow.
10 years of clinical trials.
That's impressive.
You know, so you just don't get that. So it's not that somebody just decide, okay, this is what it is happening in the pharmaceutical world, and we're going to just offer something. This was in the making 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's 10 years of development, 10 years of research, 10 years of clinical trials. And FDA approvals.
That's huge.
So this is what is, so you're getting something that is safe.
Yeah.
The other thing, last year, everything was on GLP-1. With the salmon, we are able to get GLP-1, we are able to get GLP-2, and we are able to get GIP. So we have 3 pathways.
In one product.
In one product. They are now trying to develop that in the pharmaceutical.
Wow.
And this is why Eli Lilly have put aside, but they have something written right now on FDA approval. And we going back. So I'm switching between the pharmaceutical and the natural. And they have put aside 50 billion for production. So as soon as they get the green light from the FDA, 50 billion. Is to tell you how huge the market is. And now more and more research is being done on the effects as far as diabetes, the positive effects on Alzheimer's, cardiovascular, arthritis, and so forth.
Right.
So
broad spectrum.
What they are now looking to achieve is what we already have in the natural. You understand?
Yeah, that's
because again, natural things, it was designed a particular way.
Yeah.
So when you take a mango, you don't just get vitamin C. If you go to the pharmacy, you could pick up a vitamin C. But nothing in the natural is done as isolated vitamin or mineral or compound. You know, everything has a combination of things.
Yeah.
So in this mango, you would get vitamin C, you would get vitamin A, you're going to get some protein, some amino acids, you're going to get some fats, you're going to get a number of things, and that is how we're talking about design.
Right.
So the peptides that are coming from the salmon, and this is after they use the salmon for the sushi and all of that, you understand? They use some enzymes to break down the remains and the bones and whatnot, and extract the peptides from there.
Right.
You know, and we have peptides now, as I said, 3 pathways that we use.
Yes,
so,
that was quite an eye-opener. 3 in one product,
in one product. And we are able, and this is no manipulation.
It's all from one source. One
natural,
source.
You know? So what we have is the GLP-1, which works as something that is going to help with metabolism.
Right.
It is going to help with the urge for eating, helping to regulate digestion and the release of sugars and stuff like that.
Right.
So it is going to improve your whole metabolic function, which is a big issue right now as far as the world is concerned. And this is why we have fatty liver issues.
Right.
So 20 years ago, when you hear somebody had fatty liver, it was because they were hitting the alcohol really hard.
Right.
Today, people who have never even smelled alcohol
are having
fatty liver issues. And that has to do with the amount of processed foods that we are taking.
Yeah.
Again, you need to come back
to the origin. Back to the origin.
Back to the origin. You understand? So you find that this is able to help with metabolic issues. The GLP-2 is able to help with digestive issues as well.
Which comes back to this gut health issue, which helps the brain again and the overall energies of the human being, right?
Exactly.
Wow.
Right? And
it's already helping me, and I'm only talking about it.
You're only talking about it. I could see the impact.
Keep going.
And then you have the GIP. You understand again that is helping with everything from brain to skin.
Yes.
So it's a lot that is taking place with one product. So what we actually have a website, because the forerunner to what we are launching here to Ignyt was called Try GLP-1. right?
That's one peptide, right?
No, it actually had all
had
three.
all three, okay,
It had
okay.
all three, but it was because GLP-1 is what everybody knew.
Yes,
So
okay,
say,
okay.
Try GLP-1.
P1, okay.
Yeah, try GLP-1. And that, we have a testimony page on Facebook
Okay.
that has over 100 and something thousand people on it.
Wow.
So the testimonies are
Tremendous.
tremendous. It's
Wow.
not to say whether you're looking at 20 testimonies here or 100 or 1,000. It's over 100,000 people on that page sharing their experience.
Wow.
Because when the company launched that last year in November, they put up 5,000 bottles for sale. The 5,000 bottles were purchased in 1 hour.
Wow.
It was all gone.
Wow. Wow.
Then
wow.
for Thanksgiving,
That tells about this market that people are actually looking out for these things.
they are looking.
Wow.
So people, what we are telling you is that we have something.
Yeah.
We have something that is
yeah.
working,
Yeah.
that is approved. You know exactly what you would be taking.
Taking,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
not that somebody just decided to throw some things together and say, look, use this instead of the drug. We are not saying that.
Right. It's actually, from what I'm gathering you saying, is actually coming out timely and on par with what is in the market right now.
Exactly.
While they are now trying to seek approval, we have something that has patenting that's going on already.
Yes.
And approvals from FDA that has passed already because of that
Already.
$50 million in 10 years of research.
Development.
So it's like the timing is right
Yes.
and the product is right. And then from what you broke down there with that communication, these peptides seem to be communicators in the body.
Yes.
They help the body. So talk about, I could see the Ignite right there.
Yeah.
I feel ignited.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
should you.
Yes, certainly. So again, so when in November, I said they launched,
Yes.
you know, the forerunner to the Ignite, right? That was Try GLP-1.
Which are the drops?
Which was the drops, right? Then a little further down for Thanksgiving, they decided to put 10,000 bottles on the market. And they said that would run from Friday to Cyber Monday. It was gone on Friday,
Wow.
all 10,000 bottles. The company now is in 80
That was a good Friday.
Yeah, that was the company now is in 80 countries.
Wow.
Across the world. So we sell about over 200,000 bottles per month. I'm saying per month. I hope that I'm correct with my information. I don't know if this is
Right.
So they have sold a lot of this. And now we are coming out with the powder form.
Right.
And it makes it easy for travel, it makes it easy for sampling.
Right.
But what is good about that, all the research was actually done on the powder.
Oh, okay. So all of that you've been talking about thus far was originally powder. Okay,
It was
okay.
originally
And I was thinking it was drops all along.
No. So we did something with the drops. Just it made it easier because the drops came in very small bottles. It made it easier when we were doing distribution throughout the world. So when you put a pallet of those little bottles, you're talking
It's
about
easy to
thousands of bottles
yeah,
within the
yeah.
entire region. So we are now launching the Ignite, and everybody is excited about it. The curiosity have been ignited for sure.
Right.
You know, and we are really looking forward for the impact. People have tested it and everybody loves it. They love the taste, they love everything about it. So what people are seeing yes, weight loss, but the people who are dealing with diabetes are seeing significant improvement.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in Trinidad, you all very well know that every other person, you know somebody with diabetes. I mean, my grandmother passed away from diabetes, so I had an uncle also who I helped him diagnose himself with diabetes as well. So I know, everybody has to know somebody. Yeah.
Yes. We're talking about arthritis, because this is the thing with the GIPs, it's a strong anti-inflammatory.
Oh, wow. That's
so arthritis, we're talking about Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease. We had people with psoriasis. So we have a number of testimonies on psoriasis.
Wow.
Lupus, all those things we are seeing being impacted because of how the product works.
That being said, and the amount of things you covered there, Dr. James, I want to know, how does a person get this product, get involved, get ignited fully?
Well, it is easy to get ignited. As a matter of fact, right now, what you could do is to call the numbers that you're going to see on the screen.
Yes.
You're going to see all the information for contact that is going to come up on the screen. So you just get in contact there, and someone is going to get back to you, because we have people right now, the company have allowed people to position themselves to be able to access.
You said this launches in July.
The launch is in July 4th, so what we have right now is what we call a freedom run.
Right.
And it is also for people who are looking to get rid of one of the big inflammatory problems called pocketitis. I don't know if you're familiar.
I'm not familiar with it.
This is inflammation and disease of the wallet and
Go
the
ahead,
pocket.
go ahead.
You understand? So,
No, I'm familiar. Good one.
Yes. So we have a situation where we are telling people, look, invite other people.
Nice.
Talk to other people about it. The company has a freedom run right now from now until the 4th of July, when they're going to pull the trigger.
Right.
So position yourself. It is free right now. It is free right now to put yourself in line. So it doesn't cost you anything.
Wow.
But if you're interested in marketing the product, if you're interested in using the product, if you're interested in accessing the product at wholesale, what we have right now is the freedom run.
Okay.
So you call the numbers, you message, you contact the person who is going to be putting this up here, and you do just that, and they're going to help you to get engaged and structured for the freedom.
Wonderful.
So this is an opportunity. Remember, we said that in November, when we launched the precursor to this, we actually had people in 1 hour.
Yes, 5,000.
This is going to happen. The supply that we have now is a lot bigger. It is a lot more. But at the same time, if you want to be the first, in the first batch of people to get access here, we are saying contact the numbers, contact the information there, and
get ignited. The time to get ignited is now.
Yes.
Well, with that being said, I think you heard all that you need to hear from Dr. James. You get ignited. Contact the person who gave you this information and get going before July the 4th. Don't wait for July the 4th.
No.
Get going before July the 4th.
Today.
Position yourself. Get going today.